back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and if you're new here, hello. My name is Ashley. I run things here at Eau Crow Gal, and it's Monday. It is Monday today. It's a new week, and we just had the most fabulous weekend. Saturday, we had a beach day, which was just, I mean, I'm sure like a lot of people, I am really valuing and being outside and like trying to, not even trying to make it a priority to get outside, you know, in the midst of this pandemic and quarantine and stuff, but just valuing my time when I am outside. And we really like strategically chose a beach. You know, we live in San Diego, so everywhere you turn there's a beach, and there are definitely ones that are better for social distancing, and we found one that we really liked. There's just like so much sand. That's the main thing, is that beaches that have like shorter sand space, people are packed in there like sardines. La Jolla Shores is like a very popular, well-known beach here, and I mean, it's just a sea of umbrellas, and you're definitely not social distancing. And we opted to go to Coronado, which is another very popular beach. That's where the Hotel del Coronado is, and that beach is just massive, and there's so much more sand space. So, I mean, we were more than 6 feet apart from people, and it was just, we were there for like 4.5 hours. Daisy played in the water. I laid out for a little bit. We built sandcastles. We grabbed lunch and brought it to the beach. And it was just so nice. So we did that on Saturday, and then yesterday, Sunday, my mother-in-law was gonna take Daisy. There was kind of like miscommunication there, and then so I ended up texting my parents, and I was like, do you mind like watching her for a couple hours? Because Cernan and I had kind of loosely kind of planned out our day, and my parents and Cernan's parents are fabulous when it comes to watching Daisy. Like we have not just the best parents, but the best grandparents for Daisy. They are always up and ready for anything. However, we're not really the type to just be like, can we bring her over? It's, you know, usually like a planned stay at Grandma and Grandpa's. So I texted my mom in the morning, and I'm like, do you think you could watch her for a couple hours today? She was like, yeah, no problem. So Cernan and I got a little alone time. We went to a couple stores. We went out to lunch. You can only do outdoor dining, so everything was outside. Like certain tables were, you know, you couldn't sit at, so that there was enough space. Like, you know, you have to wear a mask. Like, it felt nice to do regular things this weekend. Go to the beach, go to a restaurant, go to some stores. And y'all know, since this has begun, like I am not in the like hurry up, like reopen everything. I am all about taking precaution and wearing masks, and you know, definitely social distancing, limiting the amount of people that I see in my regular life, which is really just 3 or 4 people out of Cernan's family, and then 4 out of my family. But it was just nice to feel some sense-ish of normalcy. Before we talk about how I ate on this beautiful weekend I just had, let's talk about what I ate this morning. I will put in a picture of my breakfast. It was absolutely delicious. I had 6 tablespoons of egg whites, a tablespoon of crumbled goat cheese, and some Cholula. My gosh, it was so good. There's something about the way goat cheese like melts onto eggs, and then the spiciness of the hot sauce. Just chef's kiss. It's like the easiest breakfast, but it's so good. So I had that, and then this is actually leftover Starbucks that I put into this plastic cup. Y'all know we're working my mother-in-law gave us a bunch of these plastic like cups and lids and straws, and we're kind of working our way through. Not the most eco-friendly, but this is a leftover Starbucks iced coffee from yesterday. Cold brew, I should say. You guys, if you have not tried the, what is it called? It's the cinnamon, oh, let me look up on my phone what it's called, because I want to give you like the actual name. Okay, it's really like not that complicated of a name. It's the cold brew with cinnamon almond milk foam. It is absolutely delicious. Y'all know I love cinnamon. Like, that's what I get in when I place a Starbucks order. I usually get a iced coffee or cold brew with sugar-free cinnamon dolce. Like, I love cinnamon. This drink is fantastic. It's 7 net carbs, so I mean, honestly, even if you're keto, you could wiggle that in, you know, somewhere. It's the perfect, like, kind of low-carb specialty drink. I feel like you kind of feel like you get to indulge and have something special, but, you know, it's not as many carbs as, like, the sweet cream cold foam cold brew or the caramel one. Highly, highly, highly recommend. So I only drank about half of it yesterday, so I just re-poured it over some ice this morning. And I'm working on that. So let's talk about, like, the food that I ate this weekend. Y'all know this is pretty much like par for the course, and not par for the course, but I've mentioned before, like, when I don't eat healthy, or I don't eat low carb, or I don't eat keto or whatever, I'm not going like full force, all the junk, all the garbage. It's like the first half of my day might be great, and then the latter half might not be. And when I talk about that too, I'm talking about like vacations or Disneyland or whatever. It's like I'm not like gorging on stuff all day long and eating crap all day. It's more of like, well, those 2 meals were good and then that last meal was atrocious. That's kind of how it works for me. So I texted the girls yesterday and I'm like, oh, I've been eating terribly all weekend. And then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, that's not necessarily true. So Saturday and Sunday I didn't track, and that was my plan. I wasn't gonna track over the weekend. Saturday my breakfast was good, my lunch was good. However, the sandwich place that we went to, you know, you have to order everything like online, and I ordered baked Lays because carb wise, that was like my best side option. We get the bag, we get down to the beach, and they put regular Lays. So I'm like, well, that's not great. Not just for carbs, but for calories. But in my head, I'm like, I don't think that would ruin my entire day. Well, then on the way back from the beach, we went and got ice cream. And I was just like in the moment, like loving having beach time with my family, being with Daisy, getting ice cream. Everyone's sandy, everyone's sunscreeny, and I wanted ice cream, so I got ice cream. I'm not beating myself up about it, but that day I definitely, like, I'm sure that I went over at least on carbs. And that was like the only kind of like, if you want to consider junk or maybe some food that wouldn't fit into my macros. And then like yesterday, I didn't eat breakfast. I only had coffee. Dinner was totally like low carb compliant. Calories were on point, because while I don't track on the weekends, I still like keep an eye on stuff, you know, just to like make sure I'm still kind of falling in line. But lunch, so lunch, we went out to lunch and I got a salad. It was a grilled chicken salad. It had like corn and beans on it, but it didn't have any like, I don't know, I guess anything that would be particularly like calorie or carb heavy. But we got chips and queso to start, like as an appetizer. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like I can say I had a fantastic, you know, eating track record this weekend. But that being said, I don't think it was the worst. So 50-50, I feel like. But today's Monday, we're back to tracking. I did weigh in on, when was the last time I weighed in? On Friday morning. Y'all know I was giving myself time since being back from vacation to kind of like get my ish together, because when we were on our vacation, I was eating similarly to what I just described, but I was eating what I wanted.
What?
Are your hands all yucky?
Yes.
Okay, so you gotta either wipe them on the towel or wash them. What do you think?
I'm gonna wipe them on the towel.
Okay, just get all that orange stuff off, okay?
Can I wipe them in here?
Oh, no, wipe them on the one, because I took the towel that you used and I put it in the bathroom. I can't remember what I was talking about. Daisy just got done with some snacks. She was enjoying some vegan nacho Thrive Market puffs. Anyways, so I did weigh in on Friday. If you've watched the last couple what I eat in a day videos, I wasn't weighing in post vacation 4th of July we went on like a little staycation. I wasn't weighing in after that because I knew I would be up because I was eating what I wanted. And I just thought like that's pointless. Why would I do that? So I wanted to wait a week of being back on track and then weigh in. So I weighed on Friday before my like somewhat indulgent weekend I just had. And I weighed in at 145, which is not terrible. I think before I went on vacation, I was 144, I think. I can't remember. I can't remember if it was 143 or 144. So then after being a week back on track, I was 145, which tells me that I probably gained a good amount of weight, even if it was water weight or whatever, on our trip. It was also that time of the month, so I think that probably played a part too, but I am fine with that. I think I'm gonna take a little break from the scale for a little bit. I've mentioned before, like I don't have an issue with the scale. It's not like a bone of contention for me. It's just never really, I don't necessarily take that number to heart. I use it more as like, okay, well I know how I felt at 145. I want to stay there, or I want to lose, you know, it's more of like how I'm feeling at that particular number. But I think I'm just going to take a little break. I feel like especially since switching to low carb, I'm doing things how I want to do them. And I'm tracking, I'm being mindful. Like you know, a bad day for me was a snack sized bag of Lay's chips and a single scoop of chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. Like, I don't think that that's anything to like beat myself up about or frown upon or anything. So I just think I'm gonna take a break with the scale, kind of just judge myself, or not judge myself, but judge my weight and how I'm feeling based on like how my clothes fit, how I'm doing mentally, and yeah, and then somewhere down the line, who knows when, I'll jump back on the scale again and kind of see where I fall. But I think for now I'm good with a scale break. So today we have some errands to run. We're gonna go to Bye Bye Baby. I'm looking for some things in particular for Daisy, so we're gonna go to Bye Bye Baby, and then we're gonna go to Walmart. Cernan needs me to get some stuff for him. He's mailing some stuff out that he sold in a Facebook group, so I have to pick him up some like bubble wrap and stuff like that. And then I ordered some wine off of like a wine subscription site, and they tried to deliver it twice, and both times we weren't home, and I was really nervous that they would try a third time, because if they try 3 times they send it back to the company. So I had it sent to a Walgreens near us, and I'm gonna go pick it up there. That, by the way, like, so y'all know I ordered wine from Bright Cellars. I mentioned that in a grocery haul a while back, and the only reason I did it was, one, I thought it was really cool. It's a wine subscription. It's normally 80 bucks a month, but they really try to like rope you in initially, right? So I got 7 bottles of wine for $35, and they were like specialty bottles, like beautiful labels. They give you cards that talk about all the wines, and then I just canceled it. So Instagram hooked me with another one, and theirs was gonna be like $45 for 6 bottles of wine. And I was like, I'm gonna wait a little bit, because what happens is you wait, and then they'll like start bombarding you with emails with like better deals, better deals, better deals. So I waited, and sure enough, they sent me an email where I got like a certain amount off and then free shipping. So I ended up paying with shipping $32 for 6 bottles of wine. And I'm just gonna cancel it. It's just a fun way to like try new wine. Y'all know I'm a total wino. I got like 2 bottles of red. I'm trying to like expand my like taste buds when it comes to red wine, because I'm not the biggest fan. So I got like 2 bottles of red, I think 2 bottles of a Sauvignon Blanc, a white blend, and then a rosé, I think. So anyways, hopefully that will be at Walgreens today so we can go pick it up. And then I want to clean. So I think I'm gonna be saying like this for at least the beginning part of the day. Like, I'm not gonna shower right now or anything. I cannot clean a dirty house if I'm clean. Like, I can't shower and do my makeup and everything and then like scrub my floors. Like, no, it doesn't add up. It's like I need to be unshowered and like not super done up to get my house in order. Is that weird? I think Erin has said that she's the same way. So that's my plan, y'all. I feel like I'm gonna be very satisfied with those eggs. With the amount of egg whites I used, it's 10 grams of protein, which is definitely more than I'm used to compared to like my Chompy's bread that I would eat constantly. So I feel like I'm gonna be okay till lunch. But if for some reason I eat something before then, I will let y'all know. All right, y'all, so this is lunch. I have some garden salad, some chopped cucumber, some just like a, what is it? I think it's Colby Jack. No, it's Monterey Jack and something else cheese. It's just shredded cheese, okay? And then I have some of these. We'll talk about these in a second, with some buffalo sauce and ranch. I know I look like a hot mess. So it is 12:59. It's just about 1 o'clock. We literally got home maybe 20 minutes ago. And as soon as we got home, I just started cooking lunch stuff. I was pretty hungry. These are absolutely delicious. I got these at Errands, like our local market in my grocery haul. They were 10 bucks for the bag, which is a lot. They are worth it. I'm gonna say it right now, they are worth it. They are so good. They actually crisped up pretty well in the oven. I wanted to follow the directions on the bag first, which is 425 for 15 minutes. Now I put them on this like grate, and the bottoms were still a little mushy. The top was really crisp, the bottom was still a little mushy. My next step is going to be, the next time I make them, to do them in the air fryer. I think in the air fryer, I mean, this is like, it's legit like crispy chicken. So I think in the air fryer, they will crisp up big time. So I'm really excited about that. I'm glad that I feel like it was worth the money. As soon as I took them out, I like cut one and ate it hot because I've been wanting to try them for so long. So I'm having that, and then I'm also having this. I picked this up at Walmart in the checkout. It's just the Bai Bubbles sparkling antioxidant infusion. This is in Waikiki coconut lime. It is 5 calories and 2 net carbs. Also, if you're wondering about this, I did weigh my portion of chicken, which is 120 calories, 1.5 fat, 11 net carbs, 16 protein. So definitely if you're following like a low carb plan, great macros. So I'm gonna eat this, get some stuff done around here per usual. Daisy's gonna go down for her rest, and then I'm doing chores on chores on chores. That's the plan. All right, I will check in with you guys in a bit. All right, y'all, just checking in. It is 3:20. Still looking fabulous. I have gotten so much done. So Daisy went down for her rest early. She's been doing that a lot lately, where she doesn't wait till 2. She asks around 1:30 like to go take her rest. So she's been in there since 1:30. She is resting, not sleeping. She's just playing with her toys. Happy as a clam. So she's doing that, and I have just been doing all of the chores. I vacuumed the entire house. I steam cleaned all of the floors, which, side note, literally the best 2 purchases that we have made in quarantine, because we've been buying quite a few things, especially like house stuff, the Dyson and the steam mop that I picked up. What brand is that? I think it's a Bissell. I got a Bissell steam mop and the Dyson V10, I believe. Game changers. I mean, honestly, the hardest part about the vacuuming and the mopping is like moving the various pieces of furniture or things on the floor. Like the vacuuming and mopping are the easy parts. Anyway, so I did that. I dusted the entire house. I also mopped and vacuumed the bathrooms. Took out the trash. Like, I've just been getting so much done, and it feels really good because I'm at that stage where like stuff is starting to get dirty. Like, you know, when you've put off cleaning up and now it's like, oh god, I gotta get this place clean. Like that's how I feel. So I've been getting stuff done around here. The only thing that I've had since lunch is this, just a lemon lime Gatorade Zero. I have been loving having those in the fridge. It's just nice to have something else to grab. We picked those up at Costco maybe like 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago. And it's just nice to have something that's macro friendly that I can reach for, that's not water or coffee or anything like that. So speaking of macros, I am like sitting so pretty today. Like I still have like 1,000 calories left. I still have, what is that? I'm only at 22 of 100 net carbs today. I mean, I'm really low on fat and protein, but that's just because I really haven't eaten much, but I've been so satisfied, and that feels really good. Like, it feels good when you're not consuming copious amounts of food and you feel satisfied and you feel, I don't want to say full, but you're not starving. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't eat a ton of food today, but I feel great. So that being said, I did get a Thrive Market order in. I know it's a problem at this point. But the whole reason the whole reason I bought stuff off of Thrive was because if you watch my grocery haul, the only thing that my local store didn't have was Bonza. They had it a couple weeks ago when I went. This time they didn't, so I was like, oh, I'll go to Sprouts and pick some up. But then I thought, why not just place a Thrive Market order, because this was on, I think I placed it on Saturday. Their shipping is so fast that I was like, I know if I place it today, I'll have it by the time, you know, the week starts. So I got a lot of different Bonza. I will show that to you guys later, because it's like downstairs sitting on our little ledge, and I know if I go down there now, the dogs are gonna like freak out. But I got the spaghetti, which so far has been my favorite. I've tried the penne, the spaghetti, and the cavatappi, and the spaghetti is the one that tastes the closest to actual pasta. That is one where, like, I would be hard pressed if you put 2 bowls in front of someone, one with regular spaghetti, one with that one, it'd be hard to tell. The other ones, the bite is a little different, but I got the spaghetti. I know I got the rice. I'm really excited to try that, the Bonza rice. So I'll show y'all that stuff later, but yeah, I'm just happy that I'm like sitting pretty with macros. My plan now is to I gotta put like the mop away and put everything back in my bathroom, like my floor mats and stuff. And then I'll probably get Daisy out at 4, so in about a half an hour. And then she has dad time, which means I get me time. And so I will probably shower and then figure out what we're gonna do for dinner. I'm either gonna do the blackened shrimp and cilantro lime cauliflower rice, or because my pasta came in today, I wasn't sure if it was gonna be here today or tomorrow, or I'm gonna do the spicy ragu. I'm leaning towards that, because sometimes I like to think about like what's gonna go bad first, or what am I gonna have to freeze if I put off that meal, and that uses the pork sausage, so I think I'd rather just like do that, just so I can use it and know that I used it, you know, in time. But yeah, that's the plan, y'all. I will check in with you guys around dinner. All right, y'all, so this is dinner. I weighed out a portion of the Bonza spaghetti, and then I have a spicy ragu on top, which is Italian sausage, onions, diced tomatoes, some chicken broth, and then like all of the spices. I got the ragu recipe out of this magazine that my mom bought for me. Unfortunately, they don't give macros, which is like really bizarre for like a low carb specific magazine. So I calculated it and figured it out. Still in what I was wearing earlier, did not shower. Have not showered. It is 8:17, but that's fine because I'm gonna take a bath, a well-deserved bath. I'm gonna do a hair mask. I'm gonna do my apple cider vinegar face peel mask, and that's gonna feel really good. Beverage-wise, I am working on a glass of rosé, and Cernan went and got my wine today from FedEx. It got there. It was like right after Daisy and I got home, so from our errands this morning, so he ran and picked them up. My 6 bottles of wine. So I'm having one of the rosés, which is delicious, and then this, which fits so perfectly in my brewmate, which I use for like my White Claws and my Trulies, is the coconut cola LaCroix. It's absolutely delicious. What I will say is it tastes very similar to the cola LaCroix. Like the coconut does not hit you over the head. Like it's very faint. You can taste it, but it's not coconut forward. It's definitely more cola flavored. That being said, it's absolutely delicious, and I want to go back and get the coffee one, the coffee cola, and the Cubano one, because I just think that that's really interesting that they're selling those flavors now. My Thrive Market order. I'm like going through all the things in my head that I needed to tell you guys about. So I opened my Thrive Market box, and I went to go take out the popsicles that I got for Daisy, which were basically like really like clean ingredient Otter Pops, essentially. They were by the company Good Pop, and so they come in like the tubes. They just have like really good ingredients, and I go to take them out, and they're kind of like covered in like dried juice. So I'm like, oh God, one probably leaked. In my head, I was like, not a big deal. I'll rinse it off and then put the rest in the freezer. I opened the pack, like cut it open, because it just came in a big bag. And there was mold inside. So one had busted and then probably sat around like a warehouse or something, and there was mold inside. So that was a bummer. And then as I took out all of my stuff, I realized I did not get the rice. I didn't get the Bonza chickpea rice. And so I chatted with them like via their app, and I explained the issue. I wasn't like mad, like I mean, things happen. I explained the issue with the popsicles, and I said the rice wasn't in there. The rice, they actually refunded me 2 days ago because they didn't have it in stock. They had it in stock, I guess, when I added it to my cart, but then it was gone. So they refunded me that, and then they sent me just a $10, because the popsicles were 10 bucks. They were not cheap. They sent me a $10 Thrive Market gift card. So I'm happy with that. Like, it was a bummer, but I mean, fantastic customer service. And this was like within minutes of me chatting with the person I was talking to. So I don't have much to show you. I just got the penne, I got the spaghetti that we're eating tonight, and then I also got the mac and cheese. I'm really excited to try this. This is going to be like similar to the wings that I keep in my freezer, those Foster Farms buffalo wings, just on nights where I don't want to cook. This is gonna be interesting to try. It is 30 net carbs a serving, which is, I think the spaghetti is 27 net carbs a serving, so not much more than the spaghetti. And then I also got these Rise Nitro cold brew coffee because they were on clearance. So it's 4 cans of cold brew. I just wanted to try them, and they were cheap. All right, that's all I got for you today, friends. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Drop me a comment down below. You guys know I'm all ears when it comes to what you're eating this week, what you have picked up, what you've purchased. Definitely let me know. And I will see you on Friday with the favorites video. Bye, friends.